This is something you write about in your book.
Very soon after, I discovered that actually there had been a kind of an opposition research project on me, and that the couple of top people at Koch Industries in Washington had organized it, and they had hired a private eye who turned out to be the police commissioner in New York City, Howard Safer, and the former police commissioner, not current exactly, with his son and a daughter who'd been in the FBI, and they have a private firm in New York. And I eventually pieced together the story just as a reporter would, and found a source who told me they were looking for dirt, and if they couldn't find it, they'd make it up. And so they had actually made something up. They they put together a story saying that I was a plagiarist, and they tried to peddle it to a couple news organizations, neither of which would run it because it turned out not to be true. But it would have been pretty terrible if it had gotten into print and anyone believed it. Luckily, nobody ran with it.
Jane Mayer, what was that about?
Yeah, that was about the Koch's hiring. Well, let's be careful about this. Top people at Koch Industries working in Washington put together a boiler room operation in which they worked with a private eye in New York City to dig up dirt on me. And they spent quite a few months looking for anything that they could use to discredit me. I'm not alone in this. There are many instances in this book of the Koch specifically hiring private eyes to try to dig up dirt on people who challenge them. I mean, they have an awful lot of unaccountable power. They're private. They've got a huge private company. They're trying to play a major role in America's public life, but from behind the scenes. And they don't really like it when one shines a big light on them. And that's what I was trying to do.
You say that boiler room was set up in former Congressman J.C. Watt's lobbying office.
That's right. It was sort of some extra space in the back room there. I eventually, it took some time, but eventually was able to get a pretty good picture of what was going on. And it was extraordinary in my experience. I've got to say I've covered a lot of things, but I have not, as far as I know, been the target of an effort to discredit me that was quite like that. And I mean, maybe I should be flattered on some level. I mean, that anyone would take a reporter so seriously. But it could have been scary. It was scary in a way, I mean, it felt like an effort to ruin me. And I think if they had succeeded in convincing people that I was plagiarizing, I mean, for a reporter, that's a crime of moral turpitude. It's something that could take you down. And so it was not a minor kind of effort. It was a killer effort. So I'm very glad it didn't succeed. And my colleagues from whom I was supposed to have plagiarized were fantastic and stood up to defend me and said, this is not true. One of them looked at one of the stories I was supposed to have stolen. He was a Washington Post reporter. And he said, not only did you not steal from me, you credited me in the next friggin' sentence. So, it was a badly done operation in some ways, but it's unusual. And it gives you an insight into the hardball that these two brothers who want so much power over American politics have played.